Hello scholars, welcome back to the Kemet Maasai Academy. We're continuing our series of student motivational videos. I'm reading from the book, The Student's Master Plan, Hardcore Rules for a Lifetime of Success. The passage that I'm going to be reading this morning is entitled, Why Should We Do Homework and Independent Study? As the name suggests, homework is work that has been assigned for you to do at home, separate and apart from your regular schoolwork. Homework is usually additional practice for a topic that has been done earlier in the day, or supplementary information that are extensions to the topic. Some students do homework as soon as they get home. Some do it later in the evenings or in the wee hours of night. Some students even do homework at breakneck speed in the mornings when they get to school, and some never do any homework at all. There are parents and educators who disagree with the practice of giving homework at all. They believe that homework is not necessary and that the curriculum should be organized to fit all the work into the normal school day. They also feel that homework may interfere with the students' leisure time and sleep, which are vital to their development. Naturally, most students will gladly vote to do away with homework altogether. The debate continues. Homework should not be too bulky in terms of material or too taxing in terms of time, hogging into a student's recreation or rest. My main issue with homework, though, is the extra marking required. I have enough books and papers to mark during the normal course of things. Phew. But as long as your teacher assigns homework to you, as a student, you are duty-bound to complete the task to the best of your ability. Even if no homework is assigned, it is always a good idea to take some time in the afternoon to revise what you have done that day. It can only serve to make you better at your work, more confident and skillful. Really serious students do their own independent study and challenge themselves to explore beyond the scope set by the teacher. They do extra reading to reinforce what they have already learned. They read a variety of sources to get a more rounded view of the topic. The more information you gather about something, the better able you are to appreciate it. This will put you in a good position to answer surprise tests and quizzes and possibly be ahead of the rest of the class. Alright, now I'm not a teacher who loves to give homework. I believe most of your work should be done at school. Right, so you come to school, you're given your tasks, you're given the actual teaching, you do the activities and so on, and I think that should take up the bulk of what you have to do. I'm not into students going home and then they have 2, 3, 4 hours of homework to do. I think when a student gets home, that should be family time. That should be on recreation and resting, recuperation, right? That's what I think home is. When a child gets home, they should play with their siblings and their cousins if it's an extended family situation. Bond with their parents, rest a little, eat, shower, just be at home and enjoy that space. Now, I do believe though that you as a student should make some time for revision. And I don't consider that it's homework because it's done at home, but it's not assigned homework, right? There is some, I do give some assigned homework. I do give projects, especially if we haven't completed something in class that I wanted to complete, I may extend that into homework. From time to time, I give homework and assignments. but not much at all. As a scholar, as a student, you on your own initiative should assign some time for study, for revision, and to try to stay ahead of the class. Stay ahead at least 1 or 2 topics ahead of what the class is doing. So you have your textbooks, read ahead. You don't have to master the topic, you just expose yourself to the topic. Read it, watch some videos on the topic, hear what some other teachers have to say, how they teach the topic, because it's always good to expose yourself to different ways. One teacher may teach it this way and may say just one little word or a couple words this teacher said, and it puts things into perspective for you. So I'm all for watching videos on different topics, different subject areas that you do at school. I'm all for that. I myself watch lots of videos to try to sharpen my own skills and to see how other teachers explain even the very topics that I teach. Right? I watch tons and tons of videos when I have the time. Read your textbooks. Many students have their textbooks and they don't use the textbook. They don't use the textbook. The textbook has so much information, and these material takes so many years and dedication and time to put together, and they cost a lot of money. Your parents made that sacrifice to get you the books, and you don't use them. You have the books sitting down. Many times students are hunting for information on the internet that's right in their very textbook. Right in the very textbook. And that information may be even more relevant to what you are doing in your syllabus, right? You may have general information on the wider internet, but the textbook that has been assigned to you particularly covers your syllabus. So don't take it for granted. Go to your textbook and read the theory part of it. Even if you're doing maths, physics, these subjects, yes, they have a lot of practical work, but there is theory as well. There is a definition of the terms. There is, some of them explain how the different formulae were derived. Give a brief history of how this topic, what's the relevance of this topic, what's the application of this topic to real life. All of these things we take for granted. We must really make use of the resources. Our atlases we don't use enough. We don't know our world. You should study your atlases. Our dictionary we don't use enough. As a scholar, your dictionary should be one of your best friends, one of your close friends. You should have your dictionary beside you. Every work you're doing, whether it's maths, science, language, anything, your dictionary is relevant, because you're bound to meet terms that you're not familiar with. The dictionary will help to clarify things for you, put the word into perspective for you. And it's not just the definition we get from dictionaries, we get so much more. The origin of the word, the part of speech, how the word is spelled, different variations of spelling, a ton load of information. And these books take decades to put together. Lots of energy invested for you. So you should take advantage of it. And don't forget the human resources that you have at home, that you have in your community, in your church. Human resources, these are people with information stored where? Here. Ask questions. Go to grandma and grandpa, ask them, what was it like back then? Or, what do you think of what's happening now? How do you compare to when you were growing up and what you see happening now? Pick at their brains and give them the opportunity to be of service. Right? Give them that opportunity. Use up these resources. These humans are sources. They are resources that we can use. Walking sources of information. You're not getting something, call your big brother, call your big sis, tell them, because they have come up through the same stages you have, right? So call them, say, big sis, I'm not getting this, could you help? Or big brother, can you help? Uncle, auntie, grandma, mommy, ask them for help. Right? So for those teachers who do assign lots of, if you're one of those students and your teacher assign lots of homework, well, you're just going to have to do it. Sorry bro, sorry sis, you're just gonna have to do it, right? I don't assign lots of homework, but some teachers do feel that it is very much necessary as supplementary to what is taught in the classroom during the days. So if you're one of those who get the ton load of homework, get at it as soon as it is given. Don't procrastinate. Don't say, oh, later I'll do it. If it's due on Thursday, today's Monday, don't put it off till Wednesday, you're just starting it. Do a little bit today, do a little bit tomorrow, every day, and then it won't seem so daunting for you. Don't wait till the last minute and then it's going to seem like a hurdle for you to get over. And then you go to school and make up lies and it's excuses for why the homework isn't in. And you know very well it wasn't done. Or you wait till you go to school in the morning to be rushing it. And you know when you rush your work, it's just not done to the best quality. Some of us do work well under pressure. I'm one person who works very well under pressure. When it's that last minute, I'll work well under pressure. But it's not the best. It's not the best thing to do. Don't put it off to the last minute. Gradually do it. As soon as you get the assignment, do a little bit. Do some research. Think about how you're going to approach it. If it's a project, what's the best way to approach it? Where are you going to get your information from? Start doing it and do a little bit each time. Get it done and make sure you hand it in on time, because sometimes you're going to be losing grades, losing marks for being late. Make sure if you're given a rubric, you go down the rubric and see, what do I need to do? Where are the most marks? So you focus on the areas that you'll get the most marks from. If you're getting 2 points for something, it doesn't make any sense to spend 2 hours on it and 5 pages on it, and you're getting 10 marks for something else and you only write two lines. That makes no sense. So you have to check your rubric, check with your teacher, how do you want it to be done? What are all the different things I need to include? If it's a group assignment, this one can be very sticky. Very sticky. When you get to the high school level, college level, you have group assignments in the ton loads, and we all know some students don't like to carry their own weight. So when they see that they're in a group, and especially if they know that the other group members will do their work, they will just sit back and do nothing and hope to get the grade. So if you have a case where persons are in your group and they're not pulling their weight, so you need to make the teacher know that from early on. Don't wait till the night before the project must go in and then you're going to complain to the teacher, so and so has not been doing her stuff, he has not been doing the whole group is going to fail. Remember that. The entire group is going to get a failing grade. So if it means that you have to put in your extra to build up, do it, but just let the teacher know who did not carry their weights. But if it means you're going to have to do their work, you must do it. Remember, you can't go to say, oh, well, we did this part, this person didn't do it. You're going to fail. It's just a part of life. Others aren't carrying their weight and it's a group thing. You have to pull up the slack for them. You have to do what they should have done just for the sake of getting your excellent grade. Right? So that if it's a group work, you have to bear that in mind. And if your teacher gives tons of homework, sorry, but you just have to do it. Alright, so I hope you have been motivated by this video. Please share it so other students, teachers, and parents can be motivated as well. Check out the other motivational videos. We have tons of them. Also remember, on this channel we have mathematics videos from grade 4 to grade 11. So take advantage of those. Every grade level from 4 to 11, mathematics videos covering all the topics. Okay? Please share this video, and if you have not subscribed to the channel, Kemet Maasai Academy, please do so now. I'll see you in the next video.